My name is Jerica Robert, and I am discussing foreclosures. What is a foreclosure? It's when a lender is forcing a sale of assets to collect on a balance due when homeowners no longer are making payments per their agreement. Mortgage lenders, which is also the financial institution, are typically the people that initiate the process. The lien holders, which is the party that owns the loan, often the bank or the agency you received the loan from, can also initiate the process. There are 3 types of foreclosures: a judicial, a power of sale, and a strict foreclosure. A judicial is when the lender initiates the process by filing a lawsuit against the homeowner. A judicial court proceeding resides over the sale of the property and are dispensed to the lender, the lien holder, and if there's any residual amount due, it will go to the homeowner. The power of sale is initiated by the homeowner. The deed of trust clause must be part of the mortgage agreement in order to utilize this and go without court proceedings. It's typically much faster and cheaper than judicial proceedings. The sale dispenses to the lender and then lien holder, as with the judicial process. The strict foreclosure is the original form of foreclosures, now is only used when the asset value is less than the debt. This allows the homeowner time to pay off the debt. If the homeowner is unable to do so, the lender will regain title to the home. States that use judicial proceedings are as follows. States that use power of sale are as follows. Vermont is one of the very few states that use the strict foreclosure process most often. The foreclosure process goes in order as seen. You first miss a mortgage payment. You get 90 days before you'll get a notice of default. 90 days later, you'll get a notice of trustee sale. 21 days after that, your home will be put up for auction. But you have a total of 101 days or 201 days, before the auction process goes. And then the home will be transferred per the auctioning. Can you protect yourself from foreclosures? Yes. Demand a forbearance agreement. This will stop the mortgage payments from accumulating for a period of time and allow you to catch up on payments. You could file for bankruptcy. Chapter 7 will allow you to not have to pay back anything, and Chapter 13 will allow you to possibly keep your home with a set payment plan with the court. You could also do a short sale. If you owe more than your home is worth and are trying to avoid a foreclosure, this may be the best and quickest option for you. Lenders are allowed to do an acceleration. This clause allows lenders to expedite the foreclosure process. A breach letter is sent out to the homeowner letting them know that they have, depending on the lender, between 10 to 30 days to make a repayment plan with the lender in order to avoid the foreclosure. The lender also has to include the initial communication letter, which lets the homeowner know the total payment payoff and the amount that they're in arrear. The right to redemption is when the homeowner can request an injunction with the court. The homeowner can file a restraining order if the repossession is actively happening, but they will have to post a bond that's equal to the amount of the debt owed. The homeowner can also challenge the validity of the debt. This process buys time for the homeowner to make the lender prove there's substantial evidence supporting the need to foreclose. Some U.S. states impose a tender clause. This allows for homeowners who challenge the wrongful foreclosure. The clause says that those seeking equity must also show equity. By doing so, lenders must return all monetary towards the assets they are asking to have returned. A foreclosure auction is when the lender is trying to repossess the house. They will put the house on auction. The mortgage amount must be more than the equity in the house. This typically doesn't work, and the house will remain with the homeowner through the proceedings and has to be sold during a traditional real estate service. A private mortgage insurance. Homeowners may be required to have private mortgage insurance on their home while in foreclosure as long as the assets are above 80% of the total value of the home. This allows the lenders to collect on the majority of the value with the revenue from the foreclosure auction and the private mortgage insurance. Homeowners can renegotiate their mortgage with their lender. There's two programs that are widely used. One is the Hope Now Initiative, which is a group of government agencies, counselors, and lenders that work together to educate and support mortgage holders to avoid foreclosure. The more new one, which was made in 2009, is the Make Home Affordable program, which is federally funded and assists the homeowners who are under their mortgage or near under their mortgage. The program also helps owners who are current, but due to housing market, the home is ineligible for refinance. This helps the homes become more equitable for the family. These are some interesting statistics that I found regarding foreclosures. 30% of post-foreclosure borrowers move to neighborhoods with a median income of at least 25% lower than their previous neighborhood. 23% of people experiencing foreclosures had moved within a year to the foreclosure process starting. And 20% of post-foreclosure individuals chose to live in households where one person maintained a mortgage. The people who were most marginalized was kind of something we learned in class already, but this was kind of interesting for me to reread. African Americans were 3.3 times more likely to have their homes foreclosed than white Americans. Latinos were 2.5 times more likely than white Americans, and Asians were 1.6 times more likely than white Americans. People with health issues or other family members experiencing health issues were also among those who were victim of foreclosures. States that were most affected by foreclosures in 2001 were New Jersey, coming in first with 1 in every 2,510 houses. Illinois was second with 1 in every 2,521 houses, and Ohio with 1 in every 2,800 houses. You can avoid scams by not spending money to companies who claim to help. Don't send any mortgage payments to external companies. Don't sign any agreements without a lawyer present, and continue making regular mortgage payments to your lender. Thank you.